first in HD. 11 News at 10.
11 News continues to investigate the BP disaster and what it means for people who work in Houston's #1 industry. Tonight, 11 News reporter Dave Failing has uncovered evidence that the rig explosion may have had something in common with other industrial explosions in Houston.
The BP blowout happened miles offshore, but it may have something in common with these deadly explosions on land in the Houston area.
Where the explosion happened.
What that is being revealed in these ongoing Coast Guard hearings.
If you have a runaway scenario, what is likely to occur?
It'll run until it blows up.
They're talking about a phenomenon known as a runaway diesel engine, or overspeed. Crews on the BP rig that night said they heard the diesel-powered generators start running faster and faster.
I just come out of my shop, I heard a bunch of high-pressure noise. And then when I come out of my shop, I went to go through that door, and that's when it exploded.
What might have been happening?
There was a large gas cloud.
It's recognized as a danger in the drilling and petrochemical industries. On rigs, diesel engines are used to generate electric power. And around refineries, there are diesel engines in tankers and pickup trucks. If there's a leak of an explosive vapor, like the methane gas that came up in the BP well, it can get sucked into the diesel engine's air intake. That can cause the engine to rev out of control, and as the rig worker testified,
it'll run until it blows up.
Diesel engine, turning the key off won't shut it off.
Turning the key off won't shut the engine off?
Not in a diesel engine.
We reported on this danger 1 year ago, showing how the design of a diesel engine isn't like your gasoline-powered car. We showed how a runaway diesel engine in a pickup truck is thought to have been what ignited the explosion at BP's Texas City refinery in 2005.
Later, witnesses saw the truck backfire.
This is a government recreation of the BP blast.
The two workers fled, unable to shut off the engine.
All ignition sources are not alike.
Sam Monan heads a safety institute at Texas A&M. He says while even cell phones can ignite gas clouds, not much is worse than a diesel engine. A diesel engine can actually make that explosion worse then.
It creates what's known in the science as a bang box type of an explosion, which has more probability to lead to high intensity explosions.
That risk led to requirements that on offshore rigs, diesel engines have to be equipped with emergency shutoff valves.
Were there any safety devices to prevent engine overspeed on those pieces of equipment?
Yes, there were.
But did those safety valves that are supposed to cut off the air intake, killing the engine, actually work on the Deepwater Horizon rig?
In your opinion, did those function properly?
No.
Had those valves worked, experts we interviewed said that Deepwater Horizon might never have had the catastrophic explosion that sunk it.
If there are certain valves and they're installed properly and maintained properly, these things can be prevented.
This company in Northwest Houston makes safety valves that work automatically. Their valves were not on the Deepwater Horizon, and in recent days,
we have seen an increase in order activity or inquiries.
The company says there's suddenly a lot more interest in them because of the BP disaster. Dave Failing, 11 News.
Now, despite the history of explosions linked to diesel engines, the U.S. has no requirement for safety valves on engines used on land, only requirements for those offshore.